the Knicks are back. And there's a lot of
Here he go.
you know what I mean?
This guy is like,
He's
ready. It's 90 degrees outside. He got a heavy starter jacket on.
You feel the energy in the city, Lo. The Nets they got the Monstars in Brooklyn. They have the three of the three of the most skilled NBA players on earth. Top of the Eastern Conference. It's like, all right, cool. But the Knicks win 8 games in a row. Lead story everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
I mean, even Bron tweeted
Even Bron talking about it. Andrew Yang talking about Andrew Yang trying to run for mayor out here in New York City.
He'll win now.
I don't know
about that.
You don't know?
Yang been a little.
He didn't got chased out of some spots,
bro.
Yeah, so he can't even do that.
He's a little wishy-washy, man. Like he'll say some out-of-pocket shit. Like he'll be like, "Yeah, I love taking the A train uptown to Queens," and we're like,
"Bro, you can't even
don't go to Queens, bro."
Yeah,
what are you talking about?
Damn.
He'll say some flaky shit.
Trying to be a bandwagon New Yorker.
Yeah, like he's
not from New York, though, right?
He's not from New York. He just loves it here. And he has great, you know what? He has great ideas. As a politician, you shouldn't be voting on like, oh, this guy's, he's from my town and I should feel good about it, whatever. But he is very, he kind of seems like he's a panderer, just a little bit. Because months before, he's going on like a whole like press tour about like why he had to leave being a Knicks fan, and that's why he's a Brooklyn Nets fan now. And I know his homie brought the Brooklyn Nets. Like I get it. Like just say that. Just be like, yo, my man on the Nets. Like like I could be a big fucking I love Spotify, but my man works for Apple, so I'm like, yo, stream on Apple. You know what I mean? Like same shit. I always rep home team. You could have did that. You didn't have to go on the whole oh, I'm leaving the Knicks because
like a whole dramatic spiel about it.
Dramatic spiel because
then you get caught up.
Exactly, especially if your whole platform is like I'm a real New Yorker and I want New York to feel like
you will get exposed, and then once you get exposed, people like Jesus.
Oh, New York,
exactly. New York City, New York City.
People like me with like your face next to me talking about fake New Yorkers and shit, right? Ed is gonna put the screenshot on the YouTube.
That's not gonna be good.
And you don't even gotta watch the video at that point. You're just like, oh, this guy's a fake New Yorker. I'm not voting for him.
This is the worst place to be fake.
So I'm looking at these stats. Right?
Yes. Look at them. Embrace.
Let me look at these stats real quick. The Nets are first.
That's a first, right.
Never thought I'd see that.
Yeah,
the Sixers are second. Bucks third. Fourth are the Knicks. Fifth are the Hawks. Celtics are 6. Heat 7. 8 Hornets. 9 are the Pacers.
How many games are left?
12 games left.
12 games left. Now, growing up and watching my father be a Knicks fan, I've seen them disappoint him.
Yeah.
So many times.
2 to 3 to maybe 4 decades.
Yeah, that happens.
Kaz, you are very, very enthusiastic about
the
progression of what the Knicks are doing right now.
You already know.
Do you honestly think?
I can't wait for you to ask me this.
Just give me 1 second.
I know it's coming.
Do you honestly think these motherfuckers are going to stay above 5? Do you think the Knicks are going to stay right there?
Let me tell you,
for the next 12 games.
Let me tell you. I say and I speak for all New York Knicks fans when I say this. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if they lose out the rest of the season. You know why?
That's whack, though.
No. Listen, you don't understand.
So if they don't make the playoffs, if they don't make the playoffs, if they lose out for the rest of the left,
I'm not moving the goalposts. This is my thing.
You are?
I'm not moving the goalposts at all.
Okay.
The only thing I ever wanted from the Knicks, I'm realistic. They're not gonna win no chip. They're gonna beat bro. Health considering, they ain't gonna beat Brooklyn. Nobody's gonna beat Brooklyn, health considering.
Okay.
But what if they do? What if they do?
Okay.
And you know what? They ain't even supposed to be here, bro. I was content being like, you know what? It's gonna take 2, 3, maybe 4 years for them to resemble something
of the 90s,
of a contender, right? Of a contender.
Okay.
Like it's okay to be here, like from four to like 7, maybe 8. So that could be a 2 or 3 game slide, and you could be right down to 8th and 9th.
Which is what I'm saying. They have 12 games. So do you think they can maintain that slot of 4, 5, or 6? You think it'll drop, or do you think they'll stay there?
I think.
What?
They're not going to take a 1-seed. And see, this is why people think we're nuts.
That's what I'm saying. Like
that's the type of shit. We moved the goalposts, bro.
Y'all love to do that.
If you would have told me 60, was it 60? If 60 games into this season, you would have told me they'd be in 4th place with about 12 games to go, I'd be like, everything else is gravy at this point.
Right.
Everything else is gravy. They got all their draft picks. They got a shit ton of money to spend in the offseason. They've showed that they actually have a culture. The biggest thing with the Knicks, the reason why they suck so badly for so long is that it didn't look fun to be a part of that organization. They actually look like they're having fun. They fuck with each other. The coach is has a culture. They have an identity.
They finally have an identity.
They have an identity.
It doesn't feel like Dolan's Knicks, right?
Exactly. You don't even think of Dolan when you're talking about the Knicks. You're just thinking about...
Which is crazy to think about.
Okay, so
that's all anybody was ready to talk about.
So let's take it a step further. Do you think it would be this situation if it weren't for the pandemic or the bubble or all that? Do you think if it's regular season?
I think the bubble helped.
That's what I'm saying. If it's regular season, do you think they're 4th?
I think in a regular season, yeah, I think
without the pandemic, without all of this,
without all that, because it's the way they're playing, bro. They're not winning by luck. It's not they're playing Giannis and they're playing the Bucks and Giannis goes down. They play Sixers and Embiid goes down and it's fool's gold. It's no, they're beating legit teams.
Right.
They're playing them hard. They're not getting.
Did you ever think Randall would be the type of leader that he is?
Julius Randle, bro. That's dude,
crazy to think about too.
I have never in my life, and I say this shit on MSGPM every time I'm on. I've never in my life. I've followed New York sports my whole life. I've never seen somebody go from so hated, booed every time he touched the ball, every time he spun move, threw it out of bounds.
Right.
People couldn't wait to trade him. The Knicks draft Obi Toppin this year. Couldn't wait to see Obi. Plays the same position. Something about New York had to think if Julius is cool, okay, but we still got this guy just in case. National College Player of the Year, stud, really, really good player. Can't even really get on the court because Julius Randle's been a dog all year.
Bro, this is the first time I've ever in my life seen a player come to the Knicks and reinvent themselves to a higher level.
Yes.
Usually what happens...
It's always the opposite.
It's a Steve Francis situation.
Right.
It's never...
If you look at former Knicks just on name value,
my goodness,
you would have think they had chips. We had T-Mac, we had Penny Hardaway, we had Steve Francis, Marbury, Latrell, all these great stars, way past their prime though.
Antonio McDyess.
Never, ever, ever do the Knicks sign the guy. Not even for the max. He's not even signed for the max. He's playing like an MVP
this
player.
Never happens.
He's not even signed for the max, and he's playing like a guy where it's you put him on any team. And he's the first or second best player on any team in the NBA.
Right.
Never happens with a Knicks guy.
No.
So that being said, I don't care if they drop to 7. I don't care if they drop to 9th. I don't care. They're ahead of schedule.
You wouldn't be disappointed at all?
Thank you. That's what I was asking. I'm like, come on, don't act like you're good with this.
Come on.
4th place, yeah, we straight, and then you drop out.
And then you're like, shit.
I've watched enough of them to know that they're not going to drop to 9th. That's one thing. I watched enough of them to know that they're not going to drop to 9th.
I hope this ages well for you.
Because it will.
This shit might age very bad.
I can't wait to make this clip.
It is the Knicks. This is why I asked you that question, because I've seen so many instances with
you though?
Growing up, watching my father watch them, I've seen it.
Okay.
I've seen it in 8 seconds. I've seen it in 8 seconds with Reggie Miller.
You know what that is?
That was 8 seconds.
But that is because you had expectations.
No,
there was expectations back in the day. Because they was going head up with Jordan every conference finals, going up with the best. Every conference finals falling just a bit short. Right. And then it got worse and worse until it was just at the absolute bottom, just unwatchable type stuff. Lou Amundsen is starting, Alexi Sved, dude.
And I think that was probably the most hurtful for Knicks fans to know that y'all were almost there, always.
It's always been a situation where y'all were almost there.
We were the gatekeepers
of almost
to
there.
Jordan's greatness, bro. We were the gatekeepers to his greatness. It was before you go to the Western Conference and get your another chip, you got to go through us.
Yeah. That's why I feel like
and the Bulls went through y'all a couple times.
Every time.
Every fucking time. The Bulls went through y'all every fucking time. And then when Jordan left, then that's when the Knicks was like, all right, we're finally
we snuck
I'll never
one.
forget.
Was that 94?
We snuck one in 94.
Yeah, 94.
Like 99.
I'll never forget whenever I don't know what year it was, but the Knicks had just beaten Alonzo Mourning in the Heat in the first round of the playoffs, and everybody that I was
Al
at,
Houston off the bounce.
everybody was celebrating. I was at my there was a family graduation in Queens. Everybody's there, and then somebody was just like, Reggie Miller's next. And then everybody smiles, just was like,
just goes back down. Yeah, but that was the run though.
Yeah,
that was a good run. They went to the finals, and who they run into? Another all-time great, like Tim Duncan, baby Tim Duncan, like just dogs them. You know what I mean? So it's like there was always expectation. I had no expectations for them this year. That's zero.
Man, I'm happy for you.
No,
I'm happy for you.
I don't joy in my face.
I'm
Nick.
happy for you. You seem like a happy person.
I'm not gonna sit
lighter
here.
on my feet.
I'm not gonna sit here.
When you said what up to me in the hallway, I'm like, oh yeah, the Knicks are winning.
Yes,
Kaz is so great.
I'm
the
not gonna
only
sit
reason
here.
why we're taping this early is so I can get back to the crib, get ready for MSGPM. Hopefully, I'll have a night straight win.
I'm not gonna sit here.
I might watch my first Knicks game tonight.
Yes,
Wow.
For
Yes.
this season, I might actually watch
They are
the
playing
Knicks.
the Toronto Raptors at 1 o'clock. As soon as this is done, we out.
I'm
It's on
not gonna
ESPN
sit
also.
here and rain on your parade. I love to see black men happy. I love to see black men flourishing. You're working with the program.
Yes.
You're a friend of the
Shout out
program.
gang, MSG Networks.
But I know what heartbreak feels like.
What's up, y'all? This is Kaz.
Lowkey.
Rosy.
Thank you for checking out the Say Less podcast.
Don't forget to check out every new episode on Monday on YouTube.
And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mother